But when you think about post-war ceramics, there's one figure that comes to mind, and that's Peter Voulkos.
He was in the Air Force. He was a gunner on a plane. And I think when he came out, he had a chance to go to the GI Bill to actually do something. I think Pete never thought of not working with his hand.
When I went to school, I studied painting. I wanted to be a painter. But I was forced into doing a clay course, you know, to get out of school. So I took that class, and that completely changed my life right there. As soon as I started feeling that clay, that was a big change for me. I couldn't paint anymore. It was just gone completely.
He first starts off with a really tight idea of what pottery is. He's making pots that we're familiar with, like well-crafted pots, well-designed pots. They look like the pots that we expect, but he starts pushing against those borders. He starts pushing against the conventions.
In '53, he had an experience at Black Mountain College where he met John Cage, Rauschenberg, and other East Coast abstract expressionists who blew his mind away.
It was the first time I'd heard a poetry reading, first time I'd seen modern dance happen. So it was a big revelation to me, and my mouth was just open all the time.
His experiences of war, his time in school to find the material he was always meant to work with, and the idea of furthering his mind intellectually allowed Voulkos to set his work on a new path, to think of his work not as functional anymore, but as sculptural.
The whole idea of not just making a pot or a vase or a teapot was incredible. You know, because suddenly you realize you could do anything. And that's what Pete's philosophy was.
He cuts into them. He violates their vesselness, which is against the law in ceramics. And this body of work really upset the field. You were either on the functional end or are now on this revolutionary sculptural end.
If people resist what I'm doing, I just dwell on that stuff. You know, I said, this guy isn't getting it, you know, and he resists it, and that's all well and good to me because I don't expect to be understood at that kind of level.
When I first came to UC Berkeley and met Pete, he actually was not doing clay anymore. He was casting bronze. And every night we'd be casting till 5 in the morning. We understood each other. We didn't have to talk so much about stuff. Then he started making plate again to make money, basically, you know, because it's expensive to cast bronze.
He took ceramics and he said, this is a material for personal expression. This is about wrestling with materials. And Voulkos, in front of large classes and students, I mean, he just spread the gospel of what it was to attack a material and to make it your own.
It was very physical when you worked. I mean, it was like a boxer, you know, was really running on this thing, running around, and he would be without shirt on and slapping this thing and cutting.
It's almost as if the process and the act of creating is the work.
Peter Voulkos came back from the war and changed what our idea of what ceramics is, or what our idea of what craft could be, and brought ceramics more into the realm of fine art.
His work is the flesh made real. It's dynamic, it's powerful, it's fearless. It's fearless work.